Everything's going well, except today. We had a big drop from 70 to 10, man. So
Oh, I can only imagine. I'd be lying if I said I'm not crying inside too.
it is what it is. We're in Chicago, so we're ready for that stuff.
Exactly. I'm curious if we have an update on Andrew Gutman and what that'll do to your left back plans for the weekend.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think with Andrew, he did an MRI late last night, and I'm just waiting to speak with our medical team just to see prognosis and obviously, I think I'm not going to say 100%, but I think for this weekend, I think it'll be extremely tough for him to be available, and I just hope it's. When I speak with the medical staff, which just finished training a little while ago, it's hopefully the news is it's not that bad where it's he doesn't miss a lot of time.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you. Next, we will go to Brian Sandalo from the Chicago Sun-Times. But first, we just need to check your settings real quick, the volume settings, to make sure we can hear you on the live stream.
Hello?
Okay. So you can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, we will go to Brian Sandalo from the Chicago Sun-Times.
Thanks for making some time today, Frank. Just wondering, on Saturday for the first time since I think late September, early October 2019, you guys will be wearing red kits. What will that mean to you to see the Fire back in red for the first time in almost 5 years?
Yeah. Well, Brian, it's great to freaking hear from you, man. We missed you here. So great question. For me, man, I love the red. It just brings back, when you just that's just the Fire for me. Fire, it's just a red color, and I just think it's just reminds me back of the old days of the beginnings where we with this organization started, I think. And so bringing that color when I saw that jersey, I was extremely excited and happy, and it's just really powerful when you have when you put that jersey on. And I think the players, when they saw it and they put it on, and they were also very excited because it's just a great color. It's a great jersey, and obviously it's good to have that back, and I think our fans will be excited also. So looking forward to that, but also to our first match here at home in a new season in front of our fans, and we're excited, and we're just focusing on the preparation and making sure that we come out with good energy and against a very good team. So we're all excited about everything, especially the jerseys also.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Alex Calabrese, Men in Red 97.
Hey, Coach, nice to speak with you today. In Philadelphia, we saw Jordan take the armband to start the game. I think some people were surprised to see the change in captaincy away from Rafa. Can you walk us through what went into that decision?
Yeah, no, I think that, that decision of being the captain is, I said, something that every coach has to make. This doesn't mean that because you have someone as a captain one year, he's, the captain every year. I think Rafa came to me and, we spoke before the season in preseason, and he just felt like, it was time for him to pass that armband on to someone else. He came and spoke to me, and I respected that decision, but it's still, I think it's, the coach and the staff makes that decision. That's the way I've always looked at it. And, and for me, I think we have a lot of leaders in this group. One might put that band on, but it doesn't mean that other guys don't step up to be a leader. A leader is not just the guy that puts that armband on. So, I respected Rafa's decision when he came and we spoke. And I feel, I know that in the past, every time Shaq has an opportunity to put the armband on, he takes that responsibility and he embraces that. And you know, and I think the more pressure you can put on him, I think he cherishes that, and he steps up to those kind of challenges. So, yeah, I just feel his experience and his a guy that has played at the highest level. I think he's. I felt very comfortable in giving the armband to Shaq.
Thank you. Next, we will go to Liz Jimenez from La Ley.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Luis, how are you?
How are you, Frank? Pretty good. Happy to talk with you and excited for this opening game at home. I want to know your expectations and what can you tell to the fans? Is this the season that we're gonna see the Chicago Fire at the playoffs, and how important it's to win at home? Don't lose any point at home. What will you say about that?
Well, Luis, it's great to talk. It's. I think you asked me 5 questions there, but it's all good.
I'm sorry, I'm excited.
No. I can tell. You're like me. I'm very excited. You know, obviously, look, you have only one opportunity at an opening match, an opening game in the season, and I think it's important for us to, you know, coming off that really, you know, a big point on the road against Philly, and to follow that up with a good performance. We've talked about being consistent, and I think there's no better place not to follow that game up with this opening match at home. I think it also gives us an opportunity now for our fans just to see the new players, to see some of the changes. We've talked about a team that wants to bring more energy, be more dynamic on the field, and being here, especially at home, in front of our home fans. Like I said, there's only one opening match in the season, and I think it's an opportunity for us to really, with our performance, with the way we approach the match, the commitment, the energy, the hard work, everything there that the Fire fans expect for us to come out and showcase that. And there's no better place to do it than at home and with our new red jerseys, you know, which reminds us all of the glory days of the past. So why not start looking forward to the new season with a great start in the opening match against a very good team. So, you know, I think that we're all looking forward to that.
Thank you, Coach. See you this Saturday.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we will go with Alex Campbell from CHGO.
Hey, Frank, thanks for taking the time. Greatly appreciate it. Was curious what your feedback was to Brian Gutierrez this past weekend. Obviously, you know, you talked about in the offseason, it's a lot's been said about wanting to see him be more confident, be more composed in the final third, or we see him get that great goal as well as an assist. What did you say to Guti after that game and after the performance he had on Saturday?
No, I think it's just, I think with Guti, it's just, you know, working with him on a daily basis, year to year. I think you can see his maturity level has grown. You know, he was a player in the past where, you know, he had special moments in the game and very often then, you know, would disappear, you know, and his ability to be more consistent over 90 minutes wasn't there, but he's grown into that more and more within every year. And the big focus with us and with him coming also into the preseason is, you know, for him being a guy that really now in the final third, you know, has more of a bigger production, and his ability to take at times finish off plays by himself, take more risk, but also making those hard runs in the box where he puts himself in good spots and follows up the play and he's very close to the goal. When he does that, you know, he's dangerous. He's got quality. He can take players on. He's very good in tight spaces. You know, he has the ability to shoot with either foot. And, you know, it's just putting himself in those spots and then and making, you know, decisions like that where he can beat 2 guys and then, you know, have the confidence to finish off plays himself. So, you know, he's continuing to grow. We're giving him confidence. The other thing also with Guti, you know, I think without the ball also his ability to help the team in areas where he's got to defend and track back, and that's also a big area where he's improved a lot. So, you know, he's continued to grow and mature as a player, and he's been more consistent now. I mean, we played only one match, but you can just see his growth also in the preseason and in the games. He's getting a lot of confidence, and it's great now for him to go on the road against a very good team, help the team contribute with a goal, assist, and stuff like that. So it's only going to boost his confidence, but he understands how he's got to continue to work hard and prepare it the right way.
Thanks, Frank.
Thank you. Brian, I see your hand is still up. Do you have another question?
Yes, I do. Frank, you know, you've talked so passionately about the Open Cup and what it means to the club and to you personally. What's your reaction to what MLS is, I guess, how MLS is trying to change its participation in the tournament and
Yeah.
the strong possibility that the Fire First team won't be involved in the tournament this season?
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously, look, we're still, I mean, for me, the Open Cup is a historic tournament worldwide, and it's a great tournament. I know that the MLS, I understand also their point with you know, with other tournaments that, you know, that we play in and stuff like that. But, you know, I think for us, I mean, it's we look at it, and I look at it from a personal standpoint. It's that the U.S. Open Cup is a historic tournament. We're a team that we've won it 4 times. We're still the only expansion team to have won it, to have won the double in '98. So I love the tournament. You know, it is what it is right now. It's the league making a decision. You know, we're moving forward, and hopefully, you know, that can change in the future. Where, you know, I think for me, we got an opportunity in the first team to try to maybe be the first team to win 5.
Thank you. We'll go last question to Joe Chats.
Thanks, C, and thanks again, Frank. Frank, Marin had a very nice game on Saturday, and seeing him come in with that new contract, you know, bought in with Chicago long term, to see him come in with that sense of purpose once again, what did you think of his performance, especially on the right side?
Yeah, I thought it was very good, Joe. I think also with any new player that comes into a league, it takes time for them to adjust, man. It's not easy, and you can just see now, being here for 1 year, he knows the league now, and he's coming stronger and for me and better. And you can tell he's worked a lot in the off season, and you know, definitely more confident player, and you know, I think he can even play much better. I think that was a good game against, you know, Wagner, a difficult, really a good player on the left side against Philly. He gave him a lot of problems. He's a guy also in transition. He's, you know, with his pace and stuff like that, he can create a lot of problems, but he's got an unbelievable ability to finish plays off too. So I expect him, you know, last year was a leading scorer. I think that he can continue to, I think I can see the same production and even more this year. It'd be great if he can get closer to 8 to 10 goals.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it. Good luck Saturday.
Thanks, guys.
Hello, Mauri, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Wait, can you speak again?
Yes, I could hear you.
Okay, and I now can hear you too. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you taking the time.
Yep.
We'll go right ahead and get started. We'll go first question to Hernan Espinosa from La Fiera Deportiva. Hernan?
Hey, Mauri. I want to ask you about the first game. Obviously, knowing that FC Cincinnati is playing the Conca Champions and they have more games to be playing with. What do you thought about what you're gonna face in this Saturday?
Hernan, do you have two devices on? We're getting some feedback. Mari, did you get the question?
I couldn't get the last part.
Okay. Hernan, could you please repeat your question?
Yeah, what are your thoughts about the first game? And your thoughts about FC Cincinnati?
Okay. No, yeah, I thought the first game was a good first step for us, a good challenge. I think the game was really intense for 90 minutes. I think both teams put a lot of energy into the game, but I think especially us, that's something that we pride ourselves in, and that's what we want to base our season off of. So I think it's really important to have that early on and have that performance where we were forced to put in a lot of energy, a lot of intensity if we want to stay in the game. And I think that's something that we want to keep moving forward as a base for our team. For Cincinnati, we're expecting the same type of game, and going into the season, we're gonna have to have that same intensity, that same personality every single game. Obviously, get better on the football side of things. But yeah, I think we're happy with the intensity that we put into the game, and hopefully we could continue that for this weekend and the rest of the season.
Thank you. Next, we will go to Brian Sandalo from the Chicago Sun-Times.
Hey, Mari, thanks for making some time this afternoon. We appreciate it. Just wondering, as a Chicago guy, the local guy, you've never had a chance to wear the red shirt in an MLS game before. Saturday night, that's going to change. What will that mean to you to put that red kit on after the last 4 years in blue?
Yeah, it's exciting. Ever since I joined the club, I was wearing a red jersey, so it was new to me when I came in and started wearing blue. But yeah, now it's exciting to be back in red, back in the color that we were always used to playing in the academy. So yeah, we're excited for that, and even better that it's at home.
Can the red have I know it's just a kit color, but can the red have sort of like a galvanizing effect? Can it sort of, I guess, change the identity of the team and the club and just how the players view their part of the club?
Yeah, I think the red is an important part of the club's history. So for me, for all the guys that have been around the club for a while, we know that. So yeah, we're gonna take that into account when we're wearing the red and really try to represent them the right way. And that goes for everyone in the rest of the team, not just the guys that have been around. I think everyone's excited for the red, and we know the history that this club has in that color.
Thank you. Next, we will go with Joe Chats on Tap Sports.
Hey, Mauri, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Doing all right, thanks. Just after that game in Philly, of course, you're at center back. We always talk about your positional versatility. Looking back to playing against FC Cincinnati last year, you were largely in that central defensive midfield role in the 3-3 game. I'm just curious how you take in all the info of, always looking at it from both the center back and central defensive midfield spot, and just, it's adjusting to a different position, year over year, game over game sometimes.
Yeah, I think for me, it's all about perspective now. I think that's what I've started to learn. Having played in the midfield and at center back, like you said, when I'm in the midfield, I know what I expect and what I want from the center back. So I try to do the same thing when I'm playing center back. So that's something that I've kind of tried to to learn to do, to notice little things that could help me and help my teammates, not only in the game, because I have played in both positions, so I know what is expected. But yeah, it's been good. This off season, I've been playing center back for the most part, so I've gotten to learn that position a lot and improve there with a new coaching staff. So yeah, it's been exciting the whole season, the whole preseason. So yeah, I mean, I just try to adapt and learn different ways to improve in whatever position I'm playing.
Thank you so much, Mauri. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now we will go to Alex Calabrese, men in red 97.
Hey, Mauri, you mentioned playing at center back, working with the coaching staff. It sounds like you're going to be playing center back this season more than in the midfield. How has Carlos Garcia coming in as an assistant coach, who is a center back, how has that helped you improve as well?
Yeah, I think him and Paulo have done a great job with not only me but the entire back line, just making it clear for us since day one what they expect from us. And I think the clarity is what makes it easiest for the players. Just go out and do exactly what the coaches expect us to do. We trust that what they're saying is good. Obviously, it helps that he played in the position, so I know that he's giving me advice that he's done as a player and has learned as a coach as well. But yeah, I think the clarity has been the best part. Just knowing what they expect from us and going out and doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now we will go to Alex Campbell from CHGO.
Hey, Mauricio, thanks for taking the time for us today. Really appreciate it. Dwelling more on this being the home opener, you guys had only 6 wins at home last year. Among the players, how high would you say a priority it is of the things you guys want to accomplish this season to be better at Soldier Field than you were last year?
Yeah, I think one of the things we talk about this year is just trying to win every game. I think that's our priority, approaching every game knowing that we can win every game. Obviously, having played away this weekend, we wanted to win the game. Maybe thought we could have come away with that with 3 points, but yeah, that's the approach to every game this year, being aggressive, being looking for those results in away games and home games. But yeah, I think definitely it's more important for us, and we should be having a better record than what you mentioned at home. So yeah, that's something that we're focusing on and working hard to get good results at home, make our fans proud, work hard, like I said before, put good intensity into the game, and most importantly, come out with 3 points at every home match.
Great. I don't see any more raised hands, so if you have a last question, please go ahead and raise your hand now. All right. Mauri, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
Enjoy the
Thank
rest
you,
of the
guys.
day.
Thanks.